Hello everyone, welcome back. This episode is going to be part of something I'm going to try, something new. It's going to be called the Have Gun Will Travel episode series. So if you've seen my previous episodes, I've been taking my guns with me, transporting them, carrying them, concealing them, and so I'll tell you about how I've been doing it if you've seen some of my other videos, especially my Bitcoin videos. So anyways, this is the backpack that I've been taking with me. I like it a lot, and on my travel I'm just locking it for safety for now because I do just literally lay it around the house. And this opens up really nicely and just has my holster. It's not velcroed or anything, it's just meant to transport it, but it's loaded. And I got a new holster for this, and so I don't store this. I actually put a different gun in here, but I'm just storing this here for now, not because I'm in Houston now. So this is where I store my other gun here, and then I have a video on this. These solar panels, I jammed this in here. It's just some kind of Mylar vacuum seal pack. I kind of use it because the metal clip here, so it doesn't mar a lot of stuff up. But there you go. It works for me. I'm right-handed. When I have it strapped here, on here, I can get to it really quickly. I wouldn't necessarily pull this down so hard, but you can't get to it. It's just, and then you just peel it open from here, still get to it. So one of the other reasons is making this video is I finally picked up my holster at from Pennsylvania. So I'll show you the different way I carry with my holster, which is actually right here on my arm. The belt and the holster. The belt is what I really like. So it's on my arm and it's just right there for now, since it's not on my waist. So I've been carrying this backpack, carrying different gun now. That was my 9mm SD9 in here. Kind of considered a really inexpensive Glock, which it is. It really is an inexpensive Glock. It is loaded because I do have it in a holster, and it's a nylon holster. It collapses and then comes back, but the point is it's not that easy to pull that trigger, and that's why I have it loaded. Now I don't have one in the chamber, I don't think. Because even though I put it in the holster, that's not, this is my backup gun actually. Now I'll kind of explain why a little bit. Alright. It's a very small backpack. I got a lot of room here on this little counter. So this holster is specifically for this. Another magazine. Oh, there we go. That's all full. almost full. And that works great for this, but this is how I usually just transport it. It's mainly my backup because over here is actually my I won't say primary, but I'll pull out this gun before I pull out any other gun, because it's really small and concealable, and if you're trying to you know, be concealed with this, I would say this is a better gun, even though it's a 22. But let me see. And this one is, of course, not loaded. I can tell because it has only 10 rounds in here. And okay. And I don't load that because right now it's in my open case, holster, whatever you want to call it. So I don't put a round in the chamber in here, but that's how I'm carrying this. But normally I'd be carrying this and none in the chamber. That's why there's nothing in here, but loaded. And this is my backup gun. Just something to pad it a little bit. It's more like this. And because you know, I still have access to the trigger, so that's kind of the reason why. But I know this is safe because I actually need to rack it to get it going. So this is my backup gun. That's how I travel. And then this is goes somewhere, probably back in here as a storage or somewhere else altogether. Now my Babylon bag is where I kind of just move stuff around. I'm back in Houston, but let's see here. Okay, so this is my P22 holster, different size, but so my 22 holster different than this holster. It's a little bit smaller, so it's a 22 size. Even the 22 is still pretty big, but it fits. But pretty small. It still has a little room to play to pull out, but I'm okay. The trigger doesn't quite come out, so that's the point. So I'll have this loaded, and sometimes I like it because it's just, if it's on my side, so I'll have this loaded. Let me go ahead and do that. So when I put in the holster, it's loaded. This is the one I usually load on my side with the extra clip here. And this will be my secondary. So I just simply strap this on. Let's see if I can strap it on onto my little fanny pack belt, and this becomes my belt. There we go. So it's on my side now. So it's actually my sidearm. That one's all ready to go, but it's still on safety. And once it becomes my sidearm on my belt, I'll take the fire off in the holster. And then, and of course, open states, open carry states. I don't really walk around with this. What I do is mostly just drive around, and then when I get out, I'll just put a little jacket on over it, and that's it. And then mainly this is just to have when I'm driving around. So when I'm driving around out of state, out of Houston where I live, I can open carry this. It's a small little gun, but this is kind of what I have as my side for now. And so that's how I'll travel with this. But now that I got my belt, this is on my my arm here. I just slide it through. But this is a versatile belt. I put it on my arm because it's another place just to have it near you. This is my revolver, and it's a different kind of setup, but that's what I have around my waist. And yeah, this is usually loaded 357 Magnums. Let me see here if I can just pull one out. Look like this. So, and this is really my self-defense, personal self-defense gun. A simple 3-inch barrel Rossi revolver. Nothing too fancy. Simple. It works. Got the 3-inch just to give it a little bit more power. Just a little bit more. I don't know if it does, but it does fit well. You can carry it. It's heavy too. Of course, putting it in is they're all basically the same type of holsters. Nylon, collapse. This doesn't take any rounds. But what I like about the belt here is that I'll try to take it. You can see it's double. On this one, what I did is I put the holster in between the two, and it really does add a little extra layer of hardness around the trigger on both sides. And I try to put the clip on the outside, but that's why I really like it. And so let me see if I can put it over and use as an appendix. That's how I usually carry it. Oh yeah. I know this looks a little ridiculous, but there you go. My appendix right here. A little bit high, but in an open carry, I guess it really doesn't matter how many guns you have. So I got one on my side, the 22, which the side I'll maybe just leave open, just so I can get to it. It's a little bit of effort to get it out, but that's why I like to leave it open. But let's close it. And then my appendix carry here, which is really tight. It's really snugged up. But it's supposed to be that way because this is how I conceal right here on me. And then this one, I might have to use two hands or really push to get it going, but it's one of those nylon holsters that kind of forms, but it's going to collapse. So for me, if you only want to pull it out when you really need it, so because it's not so easy to put back in without looking like an idiot, I guess. Let me see. So it just collapses, gives me a little bit more room, and then I got it right here in front of me. My first gun I ever bought with my own money, I guess. Actually, first gun I ever bought. Wore this for like a year with this belt, this setup, before I got my pistol. And the buckle to release is usually on my side right here. But anyways, then I have course, that just opens out, and that's why I have it on this side. So it's for my left hand. I still have to rack it, but this is my backup, believe it or not. So backup. That's my backup gun. But it's able to hold in here pretty good. I'm actually very satisfied with the way it held up. And the P22 on the side, it holds. It kind of doesn't really hold well, but it's light. I like a little light gun to be open carry. And then this, if I can open carry, I'll do this. And everyone thinks this is my gun I'm carrying, but they won't be able to. You can still conceal this small little piece. Put it out in the back here. Make it more of a 4 or 5 o'clock. 3 o'clock works too, if you have a jacket. So, but that's the way I carry. And I have to say, it's depending on what state you're in. I'm in Texas, so I can actually just walk like this out in the middle of the street if I wanted to. But I'm not, so don't worry. But usually after I'm done, if I do travel, this gun in the holster, loaded, will usually just go in here for the most part, because it's small, light, and it doesn't weigh that much. It doesn't make much of a bulge either. So I typically will have my 22 in here, and then my concealed backup 9mm, Smith & Wesson SD9. Man, I'm gonna get another one of these. I'm just gonna get 2. It's kind of nice to have 2. This is my holster for it. So, but I won't. So I didn't load one in the chamber because, again, this probably, I use mainly this as my backup gun. It will become my primary gun because this is my belt here. So this becomes my primary gun when I'm wearing this belt, this particular belt, because it's made for it. And I'll put this onto the side. And that small little part right here. See right there, it just goes in real easy. Especially this material works really well. Slides right in. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fine. So, if it's loaded like this, on my side, I'll definitely, have it in the chamber, but most of the time it's not that way. So, but this is definitely my primary right here. And on a personal level, like when I'm in my house, I'm in a place of my residence or someone else's residence, some place that I'm allowed to be privately. This is what I like to have on me. And so, and then of course, you always need I don't know, I just feel the need to have another gun on me sometimes. Anyways, so that's what this is. Let's just take it all out. Let's see how many guns I do travel with. Of course, this one on me on my belt. Take my belt off. That's why I like this belt. It's very stiff and rigid. So carry 3 guns with me. And then of course I could carry more in here. Put some more back in here. On this little backpack. Maybe even put some more in here. What I got in here is something. Solar panels, foldable solar panels, and a little space here. So who knows what else I can carry with me. And then of course I have my Babolat bag here, which carries my other pistol. So here's the belt that I've been waiting for. I really like it. I'm trying to find more of this. Got it at a surplus store some time ago. Like it because it's adjustable as well. I like it mostly because it has 2, so I could just put the holster right in between here. And it works really well. I like it. So that concludes this episode of my, I guess I'll start Have a Gun Will Travel episode series. So where did I take these guns to? Well, if you've seen my Bitcoin video, I went to Philadelphia. So I was in Pennsylvania. I did leave my guns in Pennsylvania before I went into New York because I was going to Canada. So I didn't take my gun to Canada. I didn't have a chance to take my gun into New York. If I wasn't heading into Canada, I would take my guns because I wouldn't leave them behind. So where else did I go to? I definitely went to Chicago, and so I traveled there, and yeah, I did have my guns there. And yes, you can have a gun. At least I know I can, because I was just, transporting these. So, anyways, where else after that? Now I'm back in Houston, and then I think I did come back from California. So I was Houston to California, LA area, San Francisco area, back to LA area, back to Houston. So that's where I traveled. And let me see, I did have this. I actually had all 3 of these guns with me. I did have my AR pistol as well, which I'm not going to show in this episode, but if you've seen it, you know what it looks like. In this Babolat bag, I have an AR-15. Might as well just show it. I didn't take this bag because I took my other AR-15, the 10.5 inch, because this only has this only has 10 rounds in it, So I didn't want to take a 10 rounder to California because my other one takes, well, I guess they both take 30 rounds, but this one specifically in this carrying case, holster, whatever, was designed just to take a 30, I mean not 30, a 10 round. But it was something like this. Of course, this is a 7.5 inch. I took my 10.5, and yeah, I took that to California as well. Different setup. It's an ugly monster. It really is. But yes, I took something like this to California, which is also a pistol, and I even took my 30 round magazines in there as well. They were also loaded, but of course in a separate area. So I did take one of these, something like this. I just don't have it with me to show you, but it's just like this. So don't worry. The camera does, it is different, but it's pretty much like this. And so I also took one of these. And nothing happened. And nothing should happen. And so I came back in one piece. It's amazing. When I travel, I go somewhere and I come back alive. That's usually how it should work, right? But it seems to feel like it happens more often when I have a few of these on me. Let me see here. Oh boy. Shoot. So I just take this with me because I just had to do something else. So I took the other one with me. Anyways, I guess that ends this episode series. If I guess feel free to like, dislike, leave a comment, or even do a video response. Until next time, stay tuned.